And we're back. And of course, you know my partner in crime, Stephanie DeThomas, head of marketing and advertising and public relations, and you name it, she heads it on the island.
Thank you. Hello, everyone.
Stephanie, I know you have a lot of questions, but you have a lot of information to give us today.
Yes, I've been doing my homework on everything that's open, closed, or what's happening.
Now, I understand the good news is we have our early voting schedule.
Yes, we do. The county literally minutes ago just released the early voting schedule along with the ballot, so people can download the ballot and they can see all the voting choices before they go in to vote to help them save a little bit of time.
And I understand, if I'm not mistaken, it's early. It starts October 19th?
Yes, and people in this area, they can vote at the library, the Northeast Regional Library, right behind Aventura Mall.
Yeah.
But the one question that people ask is, well, is there early voting at the Island Club? But there is not.
No.
There is just day of voting. So that's the first Tuesday, November 3rd, is the main election day is at the Island Club.
And that'll be here.
Yes.
Right. But you can do early voting at the library starting October 19th.
Yes, correct.
Okay. When do the write-ins, when can you mail in your vote? When does that start going out?
You can still request a mail-in ballot right now on the website, and they will send it to your home. But the deadline is coming up very soon. But if you are more comfortable, instead of mailing it in, you can always bring it to the early voting
Drop it in.
site and drop it.
Yeah, a lot of people are doing that now.
Yeah.
So, all right. So now, tell us about what's going on with our restaurants. I understand they are now open. We opened the inside.
Yes, and we're very happy that we're able to have our residents come in for inside dining because of Florida with the heat. They can have air conditioned at a certain capacity, being socially distant. So we do have our restaurant diners coming back, and we also have the holidays coming up. Here we have Rosh Hashanah will be here in the Island Club, and Yom Kippur Break the Fast will be over at the Island Grill. One of the things with dining is we went back to online reservations. So members can, for the high holidays or for regular dining reservations, they can make a reservation up to 30 days in advance on their mobile app or on the website.
Now, what about if you want to make it the same day?
The same day, you actually have to call the restaurant at 305-937-7840 because they, just to make sure they have enough space in the restaurant for that time.
Now, I will add to the Rosh Hashanah and Breakfast, if you don't choose to want to feel comfortable coming to here or to the Island Club or to the cafe, you can have it delivered to your home because they are delivering the same meal that will be here to your home as well.
Yes.
So that has not changed. Because I know a lot of people still aren't comfortable going out right now.
Yes.
Also, we will be having a shofar blowing throughout the holidays, and Stephanie will be sending out a schedule of when that will be taking place on the island. So most of the synagogues in the area will be coming to Williams Island because I realize no matter what synagogue you belong to, you can't get to the synagogue. So they will be coming to us here, and through the next few days, you will be getting a schedule of when that will be taking place.
Yes.
So we've opened that up to all of the synagogues within Aventura. So if you're a member of one or whatever, don't feel concerned. All of the synagogues that we're aware of are now coming to the island at some scheduled time to be part of the service here on the island. I know there's other things going on. You're getting calls about guests and coming to the island, so why don't you go through that a little bit?
Yes, a lot of members are trying to have their guests come to play tennis or to come to the spa, but we are not allowing guests right now into any of the club amenities. So no guests with tennis, no guests in the spa, and no guests in the restaurants right now.
Yeah, that hasn't changed.
No.
And especially for these special holiday meals, there will be no guests at that point now as well.
Yes.
Is that correct?
That's correct, yeah.
As we've stated before, we do have a board meeting coming up on I believe it's next week on the 15th. And at that point, we will be discussing some of the details of the island new cafe, the little deli takeout, whatever we call it, that will be opening up sometime in November. So I think it would be well advised if you watch it, because we will have video and we will be able to have the actual renderings of what this will look like when we open. So it's very exciting.
Yeah.
So I know we've had a lot of questions about that, but that will be taking place very shortly now. By the season, we definitely will be open. Also, we have already discussed with the C&E committee, and this is preliminary, but if all goes as we hope, instead of having one huge opening, which we always have a welcome back party, Cindy, the head of the chair of the C&E committee, is putting together like a festival week. So for about 4 or 5 nights, we'll have special events, and we could take 100, 110 people, make sure they're socially distanced, and have events for the whole week for the island. So there will be something going on, and we're looking to do that sometime in the holiday season, somewhere around the last, first, second, third week of December.
Okay.
So that will be also coming out very shortly.
Yes.
And I also know that we have some kind of foreign film festival that will be starting very shortly as well.
Yes.
So little by little, we are opening up to the events. We'll be opening up to some of these special things. We're also getting ready to open the new security gate at the front. That was, in fact, we started working on it today, and hopefully that will be open in a few weeks. We have been very fortunate that up until now, we've had no new cases on the island. It has been, thank God, quiet, and we hope, thanks to all the efforts of everybody wearing masks on the island, it's worked and it's really keeping us safe.
Yes.
So bring us up to date on the other calls you get and the other questions you get.
Sure. Well, our Williams Island trivia has been very, very popular. It's gotten a little competitive, but no one got the answer to our last question. It was, when was our first color run for the turkey trot? A lot of good answers, but it was November 2016. And it was actually our COO who brought the idea to us, Steve Matlaga. He had done it at his past club, and it was a very popular event. Everyone loved it. So
Very nice.
That was
Very
the first
nice.
one. So look for next week's Monday email, and make sure the first person that sends it in with the correct answer for that question, we will send a prize to. And,
Great. I've gotten some questions, and I'm sure you have too, about what's happening when the cafe opens or the coffee shop opens. Will we have free coffee anymore? Won't we? Will we have fruit? Won't we? I want to say that at this point, there's been no decision made at these points. We don't know what we're doing yet. That will be a vote that will be taken by the board. It'll be an open meeting. So when those decisions are made, the island will be part of the decision and be informed of the decision. But we don't know as of now. The other thing we're getting questions on are because some people weren't able to be here for all of the year because they either couldn't fly in or they couldn't get back or whatever the case may be. They're asked for whether there'll be an extension on the spending minimum, whether there'll be gift cards, and numerous questions have come in on this. Again, we are in budget season starting now. So at this time, all of those issues will be addressed, and prior to the budget being approved in November, all of those answers will be had. Because there's also use of money, use of funds. We've had extra funding coming in through the grants. So again, rather than avoid all of this, I know we've gotten a lot of calls, I know we've gotten a lot of questions about it, but all of those answers will be given to us by no later than November, when the final budget is put together and all of these decisions will be made. So it'll put all of that to rest, and we are very aware of some of the hardships people have had. So the board is looking into this, and the board will make this decision very shortly. So I wanted you to know that that is being done and not being avoided, but it's all part of our budget coming up in the next few weeks now.
yes.
So what else have you heard?
Well, we have a lot of fitness-conscious people on the island, and they like which you were part of with the city, was bringing the bike rental through the city, the e-bike program through the city of Aventura. But the county did not allow rentals of boats, bikes, but that is now available as of today. So we are, the residents will be able in the next few days to rent the bikes right where the sculpture garden is. They'll be able to rent the bikes and take them all around the city. So that's back.
That's great.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Actually, just the board meeting on the 15th. We had
Yes.
some people asking about that and the time of the board meeting. So we'll get that out
Yes,
to
the
them.
time will be, that'll be coming out,
Yes.
but the time of the meeting will be 5:30.
Okay.
And it's the 15th, as we know. It
Okay.
will be a Zoom call. You will be given 2 call-in numbers, as we have in the past. So everybody can participate, everybody can ask questions, anyone can be part of it, and we look forward to that because we want to have people participate so they hear what's going on. We continue to do that taping.
Yes.
And it's been a pleasure today because having Rabbi Horowitz talk about the holidays and what is going on, having the mayor here today talking about the educational aspect of what's going on in our city and the county, and having all this coming on that you're talking about, I think these filmings are more than valuable to us, and we hope to keep going.
Yes.
We couldn't do them without Stephanie, and we certainly couldn't do them without our film crew, because they have to listen to us every week.
Yes.
But on behalf of the board and Stephanie, I can't thank you enough, and the whole team of Williams Island that's here to help you and stay with you, we just want to say thank you. Stay healthy, stay well, and hopefully we'll see you next Tuesday night at the board meeting.
Yes.
Have a good, healthy week. Thank you.
Thank you.